If you take your eyes off others and keep them on you, you're going to clearly see what's going on in others. And that's your protection from evil. But you got to overcome the evil in you. And anytime you overreact to anything, or anytime you name call or you're jealous, really you're talking about yourself. What you accuse others of is what's happening inside of you. But you say, this person this and that person that, right? You really say, this is going on inside of me, but because you don't want to accept it and see it, you blame others. Because if it wasn't in you, there would be no thought or feeling about it in someone else. It wouldn't bother you because it would be in them and not in you. But you would see it in them, but you would know that it's not them. They can't help it. But everything you complain about is about yourself. You don't love me. And what the person said, I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to give them love, which is fate. And now you're evil. Two devils fighting. But there is no such thing as a true thought. All thoughts are wicked. Wicked, worse than what you can even imagine. But you will see as you're dying from them, and the devil gonna scream. I want you to know he's gonna give you a fit because he is dying and he doesn't want to. And he know now that you have heard that these thoughts are evil and not yours. He know that. He hear us talking right now, right? He don't like that because light is being shined. And you're getting a clue of what's going on. And a little bit of clue is going to wake you up a little bit, and you're going to start paying attention. So pay attention to thoughts and feelings. And I think Rochelle, somebody was saying, every thought has a feeling. And none of them are yours. They've never been yours.
I totally agree with you. I mean, I definitely have thoughts that I embarrassed about, I'm ashamed of. Yeah, I do struggle with this because, then I have other thoughts where I'm like, oh, that's,
Say what now?
I have other thoughts that I'm not ashamed of or embarrassed of. I guess I would just say that they're good thoughts, but if all thoughts are lies.
No, it's a setup. All thought, I'm telling you without a doubt, because God doesn't give, when he give you a clear mind, you're going to be able to see and do the right thing and be right. Life is about being right. You need a new nature. Life is not about a change of mind, it's a change of nature. We must be born of the nature of God. Because right now we have the nature of the devil, and that's why we do wrong, because we have the wrong nature. We have an evil nature. Why do you think people try to hurt one another? They're not trying to help you. Their nature is wrong. We need to be born of the nature of God. And then born of that nature, you're going to naturally do the right thing. It would be like doing wrong. But there will be no wrong in you, so you will never do wrong again. Because the devil will depart from you eventually. Because you're not going to, as someone said, don't overreact. Stop overreacting. Take it. Take the insult. Take the name calling. Take the degrading. Take the embarrassment. Take the disrespect of your personality or your title. Take it. It's all ego. It's all a lie. So watch those thoughts. Pay attention. Just watch them. And just know, where did that come from? I never would have thought of something like that. So where am I getting this feel-good thought for? Now I feel good. A few minutes ago, I was feeling bad. Now I got a thought where I'm feeling good. If you question it, where did that come from? But you got to work on yourself. And I didn't know how they have covered up the devil by giving him different names and different personality. Oh, I'm being mean today. That's just my personality. I'm being nice today. That's who I am. That's my personality. That's not who you are at all. That is evil. I'm going to go feed the hunger today. That's evil. Because now you got to hide from it. And you going to tell somebody you went and fed the hunger. What you do today? Oh, child, I went and fed the hunger. I saw a bum on the streets, and I gave him $1 bill. And the bum took advantage of you. But you felt good. I noticed that when people give money to the homeless, they be driving down the road, and the people hang out on the freeway, and they give $1, and they look around and see who's in other cars to make sure somebody saw them give $1. Because it's a good feeling, which is evil. Let what you do in secret stay in secret, so you don't get high from it. This is some serious stuff, but it's so much fun working on yourself if you stay with it. It doesn't feel like fun at times, but eventually it will. But you got to stay with it. You got to let the ego die, and insults and embarrassments and degrading and whatever kills the ego if you don't fight for it, if you don't protect it. All thoughts are all lies, and all personalities are wicked. And there's a perfect personality, but it has no name. It just is. And one last, and then I saw so many hands, I want to get to them all. There is no you. Because the idea that there's a you is a thought. And then now you're going to build a fake you. And somebody can come along and tear that idea down real fast. They can insult you as a Rochelle or John or Jim. Jim, you're no good. Who do you think you are? Now you want to die. But we have life. We could take life. We could choose life now. Really can. You do not have to live in this hell. I noticed that because of these fake personality, something can happen with, let's say you guys are friends. She go and rob a bank. And then in 30 years, you never knew she robbed banks. Even though she invited you over, she have a fine home up on the hill, right next to a Black Lives Matter woman. And you've been knowing her for 30 years. And then you find out one day she robbed banks. And you're like, what? She never robbed your bank. She always treated you well. You learned a lot from her. But if other people overreact to her robbing the bank, you'll react to it. I ain't talking to her no more. She robbed the bank. But what did she do to you? She didn't do nothing, but she robbed the bank. I don't want nobody to think I'm hanging around with a bank robber. That's a fake person, a false personality. Because if she robbed the bank, it has nothing to do with you. And if the whole world found out she robbed the bank, how did it affect you? She was always your friend, or your sister, or your cousin. But people react to other people's situations. Does that make sense? Yeah. Think about that. It doesn't make sense.